Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about lockdowns because apparently they want to do them again, and they've already put on a curfew in New York and New Jersey at 10 p.m. And I don't know why they're doing this. Lockdowns didn't work the first time. Highly doubt they're going to work this time, but we will see. Anyway, but still. So they are using lockdowns as their primary source of containing the virus, but as we can see here, the WHO says that lockdowns should not be the main coronavirus defense. Dr. David Nabarro from the World Health Organization said, "We in the World Health Organization do not advocate lockdowns as the primary source of controlling this virus." Which is exactly correct. You cannot use the lockdowns as the source. Lockdowns have just one consequence that you must never ever belittle, and that is making poor people an awful lot poorer, which is exactly correct. Exactly correct. So you can see this is from the Washington Post, of all places. Lockdowns will starve people in low-income countries. This was written back in April, and no one's updated it since. So it stands to reason, and no one's come out against it, which makes me think that it's still today. So, unusually for an infectious disease, COVID-19 has primarily made itself felt in wealthier countries so far. Now we are beginning to see its effects in the developing world, although they may not be the effects you'd expect. Uganda, which has a zero COVID-19 deaths to date, preemptively forbade the movement of private vehicles on March 30th. Since then, at least 7 pregnant women have died after attempting to walk to health facilities to give birth, according to a human rights group there. In Nepal, which has zero COVID deaths, a national lockdown that limited the movement of people and closed non-essential shops has also forced rural laborers to work less than half the number of hours they would even in the leanest part of the agricultural season. Hunger, not disease, top their worries, survey finds. And you even see it at the UN. So senior officials at the UN sound alarm over food insecurity, warning of potentially biblical famine in briefing to the Security Council. So you see these things, and I gotta say, people who are pro-lockdown seem to be very pro or anti, poor people. It's absolutely ridiculous, you know? In addition, coordinated action is needed to support life-saving humanitarian assistance, he continued. For example, WFP is positioning 3 months' worth of food and cash to serve country operations identified as priorities. It is asking donors to accelerate the $1.9 billion pledged in funding to build stockpiles to create buffers to protect the most vulnerable against such shocks as supply chains disruptions. So a lot of people don't realize this. When you are forced to stay in your house, you cannot go out and make food. No matter how much money the government throws at you, if there's no work, there's no food, your money becomes useless at that point. So yeah, I stand by what I just said. If you are pro lockdown, then you are anti poor people. You have to be. And if you're supporting something and you don't know the consequences of what you're supporting, then there's a huge issue there too. So you're either stupid or you just hate poor people. You can take your choice there, and I sincerely mean that. Anyway, that's the video. Hope you liked it. Have a wonderful day and God bless you. Goodbye.